My standby generac generator battery won't charge, and when it is running it only stays running as long the battery has power. Once it is dead it shuts off. Model ##### serial #####.
Hi, my name is Welcome to Just Answer. I'm trying to find a parts diagram for your unit, but in most enhances they have a stator or alternator, and when that goes the battery will not charge when running. So it feeds off the battery till the battery dies, then it dies. If the stator or alternator was working it would stay running even with a dead battery, because it's a complete cycle of as the engine runs it puts juice out to the battery and that keeps it running because it can draw off the battery. Yours can only draw and it's not putting any juice back in it, so it draws till it can't, then dies.
How to test the stator or alternator.
Hello, my name is. I am going to assist you with this. This unit does not have a separate winding for battery charging. If the genset is putting out power while it is running, the stator is just fine. If you are not getting battery charge, you most likely have a blown fuse in the transfer switch. If you are unfamiliar with the hazards of high voltage, or are squeamish about electricity, do not attempt this yourself. You will be working in very close proximity to 240 vac. If you wish to do this yourself, you need to open up the transfer switch and remove the internal panel. Inside, in the lower left corner, you will see 3 fuses, F1, F2 and F3. Using insulated tools, remove the F3 fuse, and test it with an ohm meter or continuity tester. Do not attempt to test the fuse in circuit. If it is blown, replace it with an original fuse. Do not substitute another fuse just because they look the same. If it turns out to not be the fuse, let me know.
The fuse is good.
Okay. Open up the top cover of the genset. Remove the panel that the controller is mounted in. Underneath that panel, you will see a terminal block with a bunch of wires connected to it. One of those wires will be labeled T1. Test it for 120 volts. Now shut off the main power at the disconnect to let the genset auto start. After waiting the required 1 minute for the transfer to operate, recheck the voltage at T1. Does it have 120 volts both from utility and from the genset? Have you checked on this yet?
Sorry, not yet, I'm out of town.
Okay.
No power on T1 at the generator, so wanted the disconnect box. No power. Rechecked the fuse and found it was bad. Replaced it with a new one that is the same, but it blow it too. I shut off all the power when I replaced it, hoping not to blow it. Could it be because the battery is dead?
No, if the fuse is blowing, you have a dead short somewhere in the genset transfer switch, or interconnecting wiring. Here is what you need to do. Open the top cover of the genset. On the controller, do you see the word Nexus or Evolution? On the top of the controller will be the number 0H6680, followed by a letter. I need that letter. The reason for this is that your unit can use one of 3 different controllers, and I need to be sure which one you have.
Nexus.
Okay. Open the top cover of the genset. Remove the panel from the top of the controller. Unbolt the controller from the genset and turn it over. Under the controller, there are 5 connectors. One of the connectors only has 2 wires, labeled T1 and 00. Unplug that connector. Install a new T1 fuse in the transfer switch. If the new fuse blows, you have a short between the transfer switch and genset. If the fuse does not blow, let me know.
I'm out of fuses and I need to order more. My local stores don't carry them, so get them and I will do that.
Okay. Just let me know how it goes.
Hey, I'm back. Got my fuses were found a short in the wire. Replaced the wire. Have power on T1 but still not charging.
If you have good 120 volts to T1, but the battery is not being charged, the controller is bad. Was this what you wanted to know? Okay. Thank you for using JustAnswer, and please take a moment to rate my performance with you, so I get credit for my time.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.